almost there. Hey, oh, okay. Alrighty, hello and welcome everybody to tonight's amazing Ancient Imperiosaur round number 2 outing with this absolutely fantastic dinosaur. Hopefully all had a good weekend, had a good Saturday, and a good Sunday, as good as you possibly can. But yes, my oh my. I want to keep using this. Continue to put Ancient Imperiosaur through its paces in a dinosaur-based deck. I know there are lots of other decks that can power out Ancient Imperiosaur, make it a 2020 as early as turn 2, I believe. Possibly turn 3 with lots of little tokens. That deck, of course, is quite explosive. A little bit glass cannon, unfortunately. However, with Ancient Imperiosaur in this dinosaur list, we've got lots of fantastic bodies, lots of hard to deal with stuff, as always, with my favorite Tyrranax Rex, Carnage Tyrant, and this. Now that's a lot of stuff at the top end, I can imagine you guys are thinking, but Ancient Imperiosaur, that could happen quite early, likely before I would be able to even play Tyrranax Rex or Carnage Tyrant, but at the very least a turn or two sooner. So we could be kind of considered a 5 mana big beater. Of course, the line hopefully that we see tonight is going to be Otepic Huntmaster, Marauding Raptor, and 3 lands. If we have that, it means we get Ancient Imperiosaur down as a 10-10. So again, Marauding, Huntmaster, both reducing Ancient Imperiosaur by 1. If they're both out, we only need to spend 5. And then we also get to tap these as well, because cost reduction doesn't go away after they're tapped, so they both tap, boom. Paying for 2 each for Ancient Imperiosaur, and then we only need a final 3 to finish off and play it. Although we can't give it haste in that scenario because Huntmaster unfortunately was tapped. But there could be a good chance we have other creatures out. Might not need to tap Huntmaster, can leave them untapped, and then you get a swing with this. A lovely, lovely 10-10. Hopefully, well, it's coming down as a 12-12, and I think that often can be the case. Of course, using Topiary Stomper to tap before we get to 7 lands and we can start attacking and blocking, that's always going to be a nice thing. And I think often enough, Dr. Gazooks, how's it going? Yes, yes. I'm going to have fun tonight for sure. Oh, Street Fighter 6. I've heard about that. I've been thinking of going a little bit more into a game that takes a lot of skill. One-on-one, a little bit less randomness. Of course, I'll always keep grinding and playing dinos, but sprinkling it in here. League of Legends, of course, is one thing. But Street Fighter, any kind of fighting game, I've always been intrigued by that. Good stuff, good stuff. But yeah, getting back to Galta, 12-12. If Ancient Imperiosaur, that can enter often as a 12-12, the same power as Galta, but of course the Ward 2 on Ancient Imperiosaur. Opponents having to pay an extra 2 for any removal spell or bounce or answer they want to target it. This would be a little bit better than the Queen, which is pretty crazy to say. Of course, Galta could be cast for 2, but you know, if there's a bunch of creatures I don't want to attack with, certainly Topiary Stomper and Marauding Raptor, Huntmaster, possibly Regisaur Alpha. Of course, Regisaur Alpha, it can tap to make Imperiosaur bigger, but it still gives Imperiosaur haste even though it's tapped, because that is a static effect. Other dinosaurs you control have haste. So I think even though it's not sometimes going to cost 2 like Galta often does, it's still going to be a little bit better in a little bit more scenarios. Of course, Galta, if it is reduced to 2, we probably have quite a few creatures out at that point, and we could just play Ancient Imperiosaur instead, which might stick around a little bit. Perhaps the opponent is tapped out somewhat. They can't quite pay the Ward 2 cost. They're going to be able to when it comes around to their turn, of course. But with Galta, of course, they would target that. Boom. Cut down. Wandering Emperor. You name it. Now possibly Ancient Imperiosaur. I could switch the spots that it's taken up right now for card advantage, that sort of thing. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, absolutely, absolutely. Dr. Gazooks, that is a fantastic point. Convoke, you don't have to wait for the creature to have been under your control since the beginning of your turn. You could go Topiary Stomper, get some lands, convoke. Regisaur Alpha, give 4 bodies, possibly you have a couple more, and boom. You're all tapped out with lands, but you tap both Regisaur Alphas, the tokens, Huntmaster, get the job done. Of course, Regisaur Alpha gives everything haste, but you get the idea. A bunch of creatures that just entered, and you still get this. It's big, it's nasty, the opponent probably has to deal with it. And if they can't kill you next turn, that's going to feel even better. Of course, you wouldn't attack with everything if they could kill you, but hit them. 16, 18. I don't think we're going to see a 20-20 tonight. But overall, I'm excited. And going back to the card advantage, card draw point, I could play that thing, the Great Henge, Garruk's Uprising, any number of things that draw me stuff, or I could just play this in the place of all that. This could be coming down as 2 bodies worth of power, especially a 12-12, a 14-14, and it certainly synergizes with everything. So in the place of playing a card that might get me something, but it might not, and the thing it gets me might not be that impactful. It could be another Topiary Stomper. I might have enough lands, another Huntmaster, Thunderherd Migration, any number of things. I think I would maybe like to see this more. I could have card advantage, and then I could be hoping to see an Ancient Imperiosaur, or I could just see an Ancient Imperiosaur. Pretty much. That's what I'm thinking. The sideboard, this is a little bit wacky. I just wanted to try it out. Back to Nature is not crazy, of course. Destroying enchantments is fantastic. Flame Sweep as well. I just wanted that instant speed interaction, light damage sweeper. It feels like it might be a little bit more handy and useful tonight. However, the spicy, super spicy thing, we got Prowling Serpopard. I don't exactly see myself using it all the time, but I've been facing a lot of things with counter spells. I wanted a creature that couldn't be countered, that survived Marauding Raptor's ping of 2 damage, made everything else not be countered. So it helps Ancient Imperiosaur enter because it's a creature. Boom. Tap it. Make him bigger, can't counter it. If we see more, well, that's not the worst thing in the world, having a lovely 4/3. I'm pretty excited for this to absolutely decimate anybody that has counter spells. Is it control, Azorius, Spirits, all that stuff. You know it. You might hate it, but you're going to love seeing them be brought to a tears. They'll be crying like somebody just squirted a lemon in their eye. Ripjaw as well, going to the card advantage side of things a little bit. If we face some aggressive decks, we'll bring in Ripjaw and Flame Sweep to hopefully help keep them down. But I say we just jump into it. Yes, a missed opportunity. Absolutely, Dr. Gazooks. Prowling Serpopard definitely feels like something that could have been in Ikoria, I must say. It's decently expensive in paper. I don't think I have any copies myself, but hey, just make everything happen and the opponent can't do anything about it. Perhaps Shifting Ceratops, Carnage Tyrant, and Tyrranax Rex, all of those, they can't be countered, so maybe that's enough to consistently bring the pain against counter spells. But I just wanted to scratch the itch and at least try it tonight. This hand, of course, is a little bit better. I got 3 lands, a source of red. I didn't have a source of red that previous hand, so I didn't want to potentially mess things up. Oh, we've got black going on. At least there wasn't a turn 1 Thoughtseize, so I think that bodes well for Topiary Stomper. Coming down good. Good. Well, we know they don't have Thoughtseize, which is nice. Getting to 4 lands and hopefully 5 next turn for Regisaur Alpha. Ooh, excuse me. I need more coffee. Croaks are not too bad. We'll send Galta to the bottom. There could be a pretty low chance that we see Galta. There's lots of killing and removal, sadly, and fatal push on Topiary Stomper, as I expected. Oh, yeah, definitely get Thunderherd Migration. Actually, I'm going to pay the extra one. Pretend like I don't have anything in hand. Of course, they'll still probably Thoughtseize, but at the very least, we might get Tyrranax Rex next turn if we draw the next land, although it's going to be a little bit of an uphill battle. Oh, there we go. Just do it. Do it. Yeah. I'm just going to try for it and see what happens. Oh, okay. Hopefully they don't have another copy in hand. Do they want to take it is the question. Okay. I'm just attacking them as fast as possible. Of course, it would take 7, technically 9 next turn. They could kill us, certainly. We'll see. We could top deck another Tyrranax Rex. Shifting Ceratops could finish them off if they don't have anything that kills it. Or they could make us sacrifice T-Rex too. Or another Stomp from Bone Crusher Giants would do the trick. Well, down to 1. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Hopefully they don't have removal for shifting. If they don't, we might be able to get them. Sacrifice the blood token for fatal push, perhaps. Or just straight up cut down forward kill. Yeah, worth a shot. Good evening, Five Ways. Hopefully all is well. A little bit more well than that. Oh yes, definitely. Save all your coins for packs unless there is a super duper deal on the sleeves. Sometimes they're 90% off, or actually I think the sleeves today were 90% off. Yeah, sometimes there's just so good deals on cosmetics that it certainly seems like a no-brainer to pick up. Flame Sweep? Yeah, maybe. Ripjaw? Yeah. I'll keep it as is. Hopefully we go a little bit more explosive. Just a turn ahead, perhaps it would have been a little bit better. At least we drew out a fatal push on Topiary Stomper, but they just add the removal. Oh, love it. Fantastic stuff. Seeing that Castle Garebreak Sheltered Thicket coming down, as always. Lovely stuff. Only having 1 copy, sometimes 2 copies. And that Blood Crypt is tapped. Perhaps they don't have Thoughtseize or Fatal Push. I suspect that's the reason it's entered tapped. Imagine one of these Maraudings is going down. Shifting Ceratops probably would as well. I could have gone Marauding plus Shifting, but of course both Marauding Raptors would have dealt with the Blood Tithe Harvester. I want to take that guy out. I want to remove the potential of them tapping and sacrificing some tokens. Oh, interesting. We could have gotten Carnage Tyrant if I felt a little bit safer doing this. But either way, we get Carnage Tyrant next turn. Graveyard Trespasser can't trade with Shifting, which is quite nice. Victor, how's it going? Oh, Pioneer. I played a little bit on Magic the Gathering online. I might do a league in Pioneer at some point for the stream for the night. That would be pretty cool. One day. Oh, this has got to be feeling pretty bad. We got the lovely Carnage to bring the pain. I hope. Should do the trick. Of course, Marauding Raptor now threatening the Reckoner Bankbuster. Shifting as well, although we'll see what they want the Bankbuster to potentially trade with. Okay, let's do it. Double block, maybe pay 2 for its ability, of course, and that's alright by me. Interesting. I just love how Arena looks myself, so I don't play Magic the Gathering online much, and I will eventually go down to my local game store, play in some Pioneer paper tournaments. Oh, Tyrranax Rex, love it. Love it. There you go. There's not coming back from that. Boom. Hit them hard. Get them done. Smoke them. Just hope for more of the same, I guess. It's like you blink and you miss it. Top deck's such a lovely, fantastic heavy hitter. I think often enough, maybe Carnage Tyrant and T-Rex are enough big, scary dinos, but yeah. Just drive the point home as consistently as possible with the sprinkling in and addition of Ancient Imperiosaur. Maybe it will feel a little bit better more often. Now that dastardly is it control. Well, if we face is it control tonight, hopefully I do. That Prowling Serpo part is going to be... Oh, I'm excited. More excited than most nights to play against control. Stomp, Fatal Push, something. It would be nice if Gwenna could show up in fantastic fashion, although I still expect she would die. Just a Bone Crusher, so Gwenna is safe. I think I'm going to risk it. It would have been Huntmaster or this, so might as well go with Gwenna and hope they don't take her out. Noxious Grasp, well, that is good stuff. Oh, but this is also very nice indeed. Certainly going to give it a go with Huntmaster and Marauding. I think they might not have... Oh, they don't. Beautiful, beautiful. That's all right. That's not all right. Oof, Carnage Tyrant would have been lovely, I must say. Well, it's got to be Shifting Ceratops. We're already too low at this point. At least Shifting could trade with Shieldred, but we will go down to pretty low coming up. Yeah, I think that's going to do it, unfortunately. Yeah. Even if Shifting wanted to trade with Bone Crusher Giant, eventually Shieldred would get the job done. I may have been able to go Carnage Tyrant next turn, but even that wouldn't have been big enough and fast enough. But that's alright. Still very good. Coming up, Ancient Imperiosaur. Have no fear. That big dino is here. I think the biggest I've made it at least is a 14-14. Nothing crazy, but still very scary. Ricky Spanish, huh? Would have hoped for something 2 or 3. Certainly could be coming up, and certainly could be a lot worse. I'm going to give it a go. I have a feeling that's going to turn out quite nice. Back-to-back Rakdos Midrange, perhaps. Or this could be Grixis Metamorphic Alteration, as has been creeping up quite a bit. If I do face it, I'll explain it a little bit more, but it's a very, very nasty combo. They make one of our creatures a copy of Archfiend of the Dross. At the beginning of your upkeep, if Archfiend of the Dross has no oil counters on it, you lose the game. So when it comes back around to us, we just automatically lose because the copy of that card is, just no oil counters. It's very, very painful. But of course, Metamorphic Alteration is an enchantment, so they can't target Shifting Ceratops at the very least. Back to Nature destroys Metamorphic Alteration at instant speed, and it's just a painful new combo. It's nice to see Grixis get a pretty cool combination. they've been lacking a little bit in the past. This certainly is a lot of... We're packing a lot of power here, my goodness. I have considered the token Imperiosaur build. Yes, absolutely. Do that one day. Hey, Carnage Tyrant now. Maybe another Carnage Tyrant. Topiary Stomper, Galta. All that lovely stuff. Hopefully they don't make us sacrifice Carnage Tyrant, of course. But I think maybe one day this week I'll try out a token-based Ancient Imperiosaur list, and there's a sacrificing coming in hot. Well, we'll just be playing another one. I think they're going to run out of resources eventually to deal with all this scary stuff. Hopefully something with haste that could, possibly take out Liliana. I think they'll get rid of Carnage Tyrant, possibly Galta, but yeah, well, that's alright. You know what, Thunderheart Migration. Let's go super rampy. Get a bunch of lands, thin the deck. Of course, we have more than 7 lands here, so Topiary can attack and block, and yeah, I like it. I want Ancient Imperiosaur to at least come down as an 8-8 or a 10-10, even though I could have played it that turn. Oh, pain, suffering. Flame Seep, maybe. I'll finally try it out. Of course, Flame Seep would take out Reflection of Kiki Jiki, the Goblin Token, Blood Tithe Harvester, a decent amount of stuff, but of course, some damage-based sweeper for 3 would be ideal. Get the Graveyard Trespasser, Bone Crusher Giant as well. That sort of thing. Still haven't seen something for 3 or less yet, which is pretty crazy. Could be very crazy if I still don't next turn. Oh, got it. Phew. Definitely Marauding plus Ancient Imperiosaur. Can quite easily do that. Alright, we're off to the races. They can't kill it this turn. They would have to have at least 4 mana, and they only have 3 with that treasure token, so it'll come around once, I believe. Oh yes, Mind Splice Apparatus. I faced off against that before. It's very, very scary stuff once it starts going. Fortunately, it's lots of counter spells and things, so Shifting Ceratops would often fly right past stuff. But I always thought it was pretty cool. Yeah. They just got all the removal and a little bit too slow on the big stuff this time, I think. Hopefully not another land next turn, at least. Interesting. What are they thinking? Guess I want to do as much damage as possible this turn with all their stuff. Yeah, I don't think we're coming back from this. I'll wait at least until next turn, see what we draw. I'm just curious if it actually is another land. Oh, it's another land. Well, yeah, that is, well, it's unfortunate how it goes, of course. You would hope something like that doesn't happen with 22 lands. Yeah. That's all right. All right, yes. Hopefully sleep is good, Dr. Gazooks. Thanks for joining even a little bit. Of course, chapters, as always, I'll add afterwards. If you want to see the enjoyment, hopefully it gets a little bit better than right now, but I'm always having a good time and always good chatting with you. Maybe I should make a Mind Splice Apparatus Tamer Dinos list. Focused on spells that copy the dinos. Orvar the All Form. Whenever you target a permanent with an instant or sorcery, I believe, you make a copy of that. But if it's a spell that makes a copy of a creature, then makes lots of copies. Playing copying spells, maybe that are a little bit more expensive for cheaper. Replaying them. Splash in Nezahal, the Primal Tide. Whenever your opponent casts a non-creature spell, you draw a card. Oh, lovely stuff. Keep the gas tank filled up with that, but this hand is not a whole lot of gas. Well, it's a decent bit of gas, just not enough to get it going with that single forest. Ooh. Well, it is better with the land situation. Unfortunately, I have to send Tyrranax Rex to the bottom. And it has to be Castle Garenbrig first just to... Well, I don't have a forest to help it enter untapped. Hey, you can't discard something for 2 or 3 if you don't have something for 2 or 3. Well, it's good to look on the positive side of things. Even if it isn't quite so positive. Oof. You know what, I might need that Castle Garenbrig just in case. Of course, they didn't have that information, but at this point, it's not a big deal. It could be my 5th land, which I'm waiting. Playing Regis or Alpha, but if I didn't go Castle Garenbrig... Oh, my goodness. Wow, this is wacky. Back-to-back castles. You never know what you're going to get. You'll always see some weird fringe cases. At least Carnage Tyrant next turn could provide pretty decent threat. Of course, they could make us sacrifice it with Liliana of the Veil. Hopefully that doesn't happen. You know what, I'm going to go with Regisaur instead. See what that draws out. Maybe a Fatal Push on the token. Something like that. But then Liliana of the Veil making us sacrifice Regisaur Alpha, perhaps. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll take out the Graveyard Glutton. Oh, that was tapped. Oops. Shieldred coming in hot, perhaps. Okay. Phew. Flame Sweep would be quite fantastic right about now. I can tell you that. Shelter Thicket, 100%. Get that Carnage Tyrant. And hope there's no Shieldred's Edict. Although, for the most part, I think that's pretty uncommon against Rakdos. Maybe not. We're going to try and dig for something that can deal with Carnage Tyrant. Oh. Maybe. Oh, phew, they didn't. Certainly they'll hold back enough total power that they could combine blocking, take out Carnage, and we'll be safe. Which would be pretty good. Of course, Tyrranax Rex is also good, so we're just going to apply as much pressure as humanly possible. That's the thing you want to top deck when you're in a situation like this. Now, could they take it all? No, they can't take it all. They got to block with a few creatures. We should be safe. Lovely stuff. Huh. They want to stop all the damage that Carnage Tyrant is going to deal. I would have maybe left behind one or two tokens there, perhaps, just as potential blockers for something that didn't have trample. Possibly Regis or Alpha the token from it. Hasty going to finish him off if they get rid of T-Rex here. Ah, they do. If they don't play land, we got them. Oh, exactly, lethal. That's how you do it, folks. Beautiful stuff. Wow. Woo. Okay, okay. I think I'll keep it in, still. We'll save Flame Sweep for actual super aggressive, cheap stuff. Mono white humans, it can surprise them if you see it early enough, although Dahlia's Lieutenant can put too many counters on him. Luminarch Aspirant putting a counter on each turn. Things get out of range of Flame Sweep pretty quick, but it definitely can be devastating. Especially responding to Brave the Elements with Flame Sweep, taking out a bunch of their things, and that feels pretty good. Pretty good to keep a hand with a bunch of lands, finally. That was getting a little bit rough. Always lovely Thunderherd Migration, especially against Rakdos. You can't fail to push a basic. We didn't see a Thoughtseize to start, which is nice. Oh, they saw us. I jinxed myself. Nuts. They're getting rid of Thunderherd Migration if they know it's good for them. Gotta be. Oh, they don't. Oh, they just have another one. Okay, hey. Well, they're not playing creatures or killing stuff. Fine by me. I just get to go with this, and I think we'll still pack the heat. We've got another forest that we just drew this turn, so a total of 5 lands. None of them are Castle Garenbrig, which gets us to the 6 green for Carnage Tyrant that we're looking at. Liliana, make us discard that Ancient Imperiosaur, I think. Yeah. Keep around Carnage Tyrant, the hardest to deal with thing, if we can get there, of course. Hopefully Regis or Alpha sticks around. We have to discard something, though. That's a toughie. Can take the risk, hopefully drawing a land next turn. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So I'm going to get rid of the land. Oh, it's not nuts. This is not the best turn of events. That's probably over there due to Liliana and all those Thoughtseizes. Man, painful stuff. You never know. Oh, they wanted to. Okay. Interesting. Pay the 1, pretend I don't have a dinosaur. Of course, I will still have to discard Regis or Alpha. I imagine they're going to do Liliana's +1. Well, they don't have any creatures. Well, they do have a creature. Oh, yeah, well, no. We're not winning that one. Just unlucky turn of events. Let's see if it's Rakdos again. I really am surprised about the lack of no Gruul Vehicles. I've seen a lot more Spirits than Gruul Vehicles, but just with it doing so well a week ago, last weekend's tournaments, figured I'd be seeing it a lot more, but well, not so. I like that. I definitely like the looks of that. Bunch of lands, bunch of ramp. Pretty good chance we'll see one of those 12. Oh, we're seeing back to back Thoughtseizes. It wouldn't be a night without seeing Seeing them once or twice. Yeah. I'm still having a good time. There's some times that you just can't do a whole lot. And you hope they... Oh, Gwenna as well. I think this could be the time she shines. She's gotta. At least one of these. Oh, Mono Black Devotion, potentially. Mono Black Control, one of those things. Of course, Gwenna could make fantastic sense, or Topiary Stomper just gets us ahead permanently. I think I like that. I didn't have another big dino in hand, so I may have not drawn it. May have drawn something that Gwenna wouldn't have benefited from a whole lot. Tapping, untapping, that sort of thing. And she seemingly would have been dead anyways to that murderous rider. Definitely cycle this Sheltered Thicket. Hope for something big. Hopefully they burnt all the removal they had, but I expect that's not the case. Yeah. Yes, I have Victor. I gotta put that on the agenda. Once. I may have tried it twice, but yeah. Gotta get back to it at some point. Maybe one of these days this week. Maybe tomorrow. Oh, the lovely Carnage Tyrant. Beautiful stuff. Well, they're not going to be attacking with the Gifted Aetherborn. They'll probably want to hold it back because of the Death Touch, but it would take a little bit of tweaking, focusing on, you know, dinos with 5 or less. So maybe sprinkling in some dinos that are above the mana value of 5. I'll think about it. I probably want to maximize the number of hits, though. Imagine. Give Shifting Haste. Do as much damage as possible. Get rid of the Gifted Aetherborn. It's going to block Carnage Tyrant 100%. We know that. So we get a bunch of damage through, which is quite nice. Gotta be Carnage. That's a no-brainer. I would think. And what's going on here? That's interesting. Oh yes, absolutely. That is a fantastic reason for it. Ripjaw, Shifting, Regisaur Alpha. That's a fantastic hit off of Storm the Festival. Quartzwood Crasher, of course. Whenever we deal damage, and I thought they might have something like that. Yeah, Quartzwood Bee. Ooh. That does seem and keep feeling pretty good. Yeah, hey, that's alright. We gotta let black-based decks have a little bit of a chance, JDX, you know. Don't want to make them feel too bad. Of course, we get a slam down, top deck, another Regisaur Alpha. So that definitely does the trick. I like this. Man, we lose one Regisaur, we take out one Murderous Rider. We still deal a bunch of damage. Hopefully I can get revenge for you, JDX, and anybody else that has trouble against black-based stuff. But yeah, going back to your comment, Victor, I think that would help out quite a bit. Storming the Festival, always grabbing, playing 2 things. It is permanence as well, so it would put into play Planeswalkers, Domri Anarcho Bolas, increase the power of everything, plus a Regisaur Alpha. That would be a pretty fantastic hit right there. Possibly I already have a Regisaur Alpha. Oh, Galta, my goodness. They better have removal for the Queen. They have to. Perhaps they were going to save themselves with Hive of the Eye Tyrant. Not so. If she lands. Oh, it's lovely too. I only have 1 copy in the list tonight. It definitely I feel the difference, not seeing her as much. Oh, got him. Boom. Fantastic. Orzhov Brawl, very, very nice. Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm always open to trying different stuff, of course. It would be sad to miss out, of course, on these big, scary, hard to deal with things, but maybe it's the more right way to do it. Hard to say. Of course, there is so many different variations and ways you can go about it. But it is definitely something I should explore. Of course, it does fantastic work. Storm the Festival for mono green, as well, we often see, and you guys may use yourselves. Keep it like that. Oh yeah. Oh, Jund Dinos, love it. Of course, Jund Dinos, I would bring in Thoughtseize myself. That is always lovely stuff. It's a little bit hard to get turn 1 black pretty consistently, at least. I have to do some wacky stuff for that, but yeah. Oh, it got worse. Nuts. One more. Oh, wacky tonight. Hey, there we go. At least I brought the pain to him that first game, and oof, ouch. You never know what you're gonna get. Shifting. Hey, we got a body that we can play eventually, maybe. Man, there's just so much dino variations that I love testing out, seeing how it feels. Of course, you guys have great suggestions like the Storm the Festival. Some stuff I forget about. I must say, I forget about quite a bit. Sometimes all it takes is you guys reminded me, oh yeah, I was going to do that a month or 2 months ago, and just slipped by. I think we'll be a little bit too slow for this game, at least. Ugh. Well, we'll see what we draw next turn, but Shieldred is going to be the clock of clocks. I'll wait one more turn to see what I draw, but it's definitely over at this point. %. Primal Might is... Oh my goodness, wow, they just did a lot. Yeah, okay. Not much more you can do with that. Alright. Primal Might. Now, it's kind of like Tyvar's Stand, +X, however much you sink into it. But you get removal on basically anything, and then the creature that's left over is so big, the opponent doesn't want to take all that damage, but they might not have enough creatures left over to combine blocking and kill it. And that thing could have trample, so they are really caught between a rock and a dino. A big dino in Primal Might's case. Of course, it's very nice on Carnage. Oh, okay, just Thoughtseize for days. Deja vu. Deja Thoughtseize. Liliana Dinos, yeah, one day. I mean, certainly we were seeing a lot of black right here. Maybe I'll tweak something tonight. Oh, yeah. At least I still get Ancient Imperiosaur, and, well, I still have a dino to reveal for Thunderherd Migration. Yeah, just lots of lands, not a lot of the smaller stuff. Fortunately, shifting, at least. No. I'm looking forward to it. Always up to trying it at least once or a few nights in a row. Get a good feel for it and play as many matches as I can. I know, the game blinked and it's over. I could grab the mountain. You know what? I'll grab the mountain just in case. just to stay pretty healthy in that department. Unfortunately, Field of Ruin is a permanent that leaves the battlefield, meeting the requirement of Fatal Push in fantastic fashion. At least there's not Shieldred, so that's a positive. Gotta look at that. See if it's another Mono Black or another Rakdos. I guess that's all we face tonight. It always brings me back to the... Came too much with Invoke Despair. Oh, okay. Oh, I get it. I get it. It was fast. It was fast. Yeah, Brotherhood's End definitely would have helped quite a bit. Hey, I've got Flame Sweep. Although Flame Sweep would have only taken out Misery Shadow. I just love the combat trick of Flame Sweep. The instant speed, surprising the opponent, especially on their turn. Taking out Reflection of Kiki Jiki after it flips on that first turn, plus the Goblin token, Blood Tithe Harvester, all of that stuff. Yeah, some nights are going to be painful. Guaranteed. Some nights will be very painful. Doesn't matter what I'm playing. There's always that chance. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I do like Brotherhood's End. Hitting just so much. Oh, Mono Green, our first outing against them. Unfortunately, they're going first, so that probably spells our doom right there, I would imagine. Ooh, Kiora. Playing another elf. Well, they don't have too much more left in their hand, at least. And we got the Huntmaster. Certainly with this deck, we have a chance to pop off and play some stuff. Make a big Ancient Imperiosaur. But it still might be a little bit too slow. Oh, what's it gonna be? Well, they don't have anything left. They know they don't have Storm the Festival, and I'm liking our chances here. Regis or Alpha next turn, make an absolutely massive Ancient Imperiosaur coming up, I think. Yeah. Certainly Ripjaw Raptor providing extra value to Brotherhood's End and Flame Sweep as well. Oh, they've got nothing. This is good. This is good, folks. We're looking like we're in a pretty good position, I must say. Going to make a massive Ancient Imperiosaur coming up pretty soon. Not this turn, but we're going to smack him pretty darn hard. Going to hit Kiora instead. Take out one elf. Of course, they would want to preserve her, but they could pull ahead and be super explosive if she was Okay, not bad, not bad. Big ouchies, yes, Victor. Watch this. The algorithm, that's okay. I'm still friends with the algorithm, even though it does cause me pain from time to time. However, we're going to make a big Ancient Imperiosaur. We're going to tap 6 creatures, and we're going to smack them so hard they're going to be, well, they're going to cry. Topiary for 2, Shifting for 3. Gets me 6 creatures out there. Ancient Imperiosaur costs 6. Gets haste with Regisaur. This is how you do it. Even though Mono Green has stumbled a little bit, I don't care. I'll just get the job done, have some fun, and whoa. An 18/18 haste is pretty good. Smack him. Whew. That's better than Galta. Hey. I'll take the wins I get against Mono Green. I still haven't decided what would be my favorite thing. Sword of Fortune Frontier giving protection to red and green is pretty good potential. Or just sticking with the game plan of making big stuff that they can't deal with. Even though we didn't see Storm the Festival and all of that stuff. I was wondering about Sword of Fortune Frontier. I was thinking about starting off with it. 3 copies even. It makes my sometimes painful matchups better. Mono Green Devotion, Gruul Vehicles, some sort of mono red. But if I'm not facing something red or green, it's still a pretty decent equipment itself. Powering up, ramping potentially when we hit, playing extra lands, playing extra cards. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's not completely dead against stuff that isn't red or green. However, I don't think we'll get quite as lucky coming up. Flame Sweep could be very devastating. I've thought about it in the past. You know what? Let's cut Tyrranax Rex. I'm going to try Flame Sweep again. Yeah. Possibly hit a bunch of elves. Of course, end the festivities. 1 red, deal 1 damage to each creature your opponents control, I think. Or each creature and each planeswalker. Something like that. But of course, it is lovely stuff to take out the elves. If they've played a bunch. They don't have an elf yet, which is quite nice. They didn't start out with it. And we're looking good. Oh, they got the Nykthos. I'm still going to go with Thunderherd Migration, hoping that I get the 4th land next turn, so I can go Huntmaster plus Topiary Stomper. That's always good. Just Topiary. Maybe, let's do another mountain. I might go double Huntmaster next turn just to maximize that cost reduction in the face of basically no early interaction from mono green here. They're going to flip that Invasion of Ixalan though, unfortunately. Yeah. That's alright, I'll never shy away from Ancient Imperiosaur, even if it's better to just stay in that dedicated token deck. Of course, it is fairly easily interrupted, but that's alright. Portal to Phyrexia coming in, I think. That's my bet. Oh, God Pharaoh statue, also quite nice indeed. Yeah, still go with the Huntmaster. God Pharaoh statue making all our spells cost 2 more, so Huntmaster, 2 of them does negate that increase at least. I like Convoke though. I think it's pretty cool, especially because we have such a big massive dino. Oh, what are they doing? Ah, okay. Interesting. What might they grab with Karn? Transmogrifying Wand, perhaps. Something big. Your guess is as good as mine. I thought they would play statue JDX, yeah. Pithing Needle. Ah, interesting. What are they choosing? That's the question. Oh, they're turning off Huntmaster's ability to give stuff haste. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Man, we still get the cost reduction at least. Possibly going double Regis or Alpha. Maybe being hit by Belligerent Regisaur and Old Girl's Troll. I've never in my life seen somebody turn off Otepic Huntmaster. Wow. Ooh. That's pretty good. So threatening that I never thought I'd live to see the day of that happening. Yeah, I'll take 8. We only have 2 left. Regisaur shifting next turn. Oh, Flame Sweep. Well, we can't do a lot with that. Of course, the haste. Oh, yes. JDX, I forgot. Thank you for reminding me. That's okay. It's a little bit delayed. Of course, Regisaur Alpha giving everybody haste. Hey, that Pithing Needle is basically a waste. Just lovely stuff. Beautiful. Going to take out quite a few things. Oh, they're kicking themselves. Should have grabbed something other than Pithing Needle. Possibly I could have blocked with Hunt Masters, but of course I wouldn't have had the... Oh yeah, I just have to hit Karn with one. Then this with that. Beautiful. Take out all their Planeswalkers. Yeah, I wouldn't have had that stacked cost reduction to play Regis or Alpha for 3, which is absolutely insane and fantastic. Again, could have hit him for a lot, but now no Karn, no Kiora. I think that feels a little bit better. Storm the Festival, of course, but hey, they don't have Kiora. Hopefully they don't see it with Storm the Festival. Phew. Well, I mean, 2 Cavalier of Thorns is not so fun. Now the Regis or Alpha next turn is going to be pretty wide. Oh, I see, yes. Okay. Yeah, definitely another Regisaur. Does that make sense? Cavalier of Thorns both would trade with Regis or Alpha. Old Growth Troll with Huntmaster. 12? Not quite. I would at least want to wait for the Flame Sweep. Take down everybody's defenses. That would be ideal. Oh, no, not there, not there. But Flame Sweep, of course, being that nice instant speed interaction combat trick. If Cavalier of Thorns blocks Regis or Alpha, doesn't take it out, but the Flame Sweep hitting Cavalier of Thorns, I only need to deal 4 more damage, which Regis or Alpha's power is 4. So that's pretty fantastic there. It's going pretty good, Cuts. Well, I mean, a little bit rough tonight, unfortunately. I think we'll turn it around, though. Make a big Ancient Imperiosaur, potentially. See what they grab. They only have 8 mana, I believe. Can't play Portal to Phyrexia, fortunately. Would be nice to exile their graveyard or just make them not be able to cast spells from it because they got 3 Storm the Festivals. Ah, play on the stack, not on the bar. Oh, ouch. Well, that's not fun. We still might not be dead. Let's not lose hope. Of course, Huntmaster at this point would be used to block somebody big. Cityscape Leveler also pretty painful too. Still might get the job done. Well, attack with stuff. You know you wanna. Yeah, that's all right. Man, Carnage Tyrant costing 8 that is a sad day indeed. Don't think I'm busting through, even with the Flame Sweep. Trading potentially with Cavalier of Thorns. No, not happening that game. A valiant effort for sure. Of course, Tyrranax Rex seems like it would have been better. Certainly in that situation. We would have gotten that big, lovely, hasty thing. We didn't see any elves whatsoever. Actually, I guess we did see one. They milled it with Cavalier of Thorns. One of them. Just how it goes. Bringing a thing to sometimes bring them pain, and then we don't see the thing that the thing would have taken out. Bringing T-Rex. We're on the play, so maybe we have a better chance getting that T-Rex down a little bit earlier. Perhaps surprising them with the Ward 4 cost. They don't account for having to pay an extra 4 if they do target it with the Cityscape Leveler. Maybe. Yes, a nice top deck, almost. I got a good feeling about this. 3 lands marauding, of course, a little bit funny in the middle there, but let's get them. No Castle Garenbring either. But at least I know Marauding Raptor is safe. Phew. I almost thought they were going to go Primal Might for a second. We were talking about that. Ah, yikes. Actually, maybe I could whip up a Storm the Festival list live. Or just do live deck making tomorrow night. You guys join. You suggest whatever it is. I whip it up fast as I possibly can. Go into a few matches or something like that. I don't want to attack with Marauding. Don't want to give them extra ramp with the Old Growth Troll. And I want to preserve Marauding to possibly get Tyrranax Rex next turn, which I would imagine. I would imagine they're both safe. Oh, Nykthos will be untapping, so that potentially could be it. Oof. Yeah. Nope, not happening. Especially with Marauding Raptor's cost reduction. That is going to be too slow at that point. Facing off against some pretty common stuff. Not so much the mono black, but of course it is always likely going to be pretty painful. Yeah, I got to do that one night this week. Fan deck building suggestions live. Super speed deck building. Explain it as I'm making it just to save time and see how fast I can make it. I imagine it would be pretty fast. Maybe if the deck idea is a little bit out there, not super common, it might take a little bit. But for the most part, I think it's going to go fast. Oh yes, absolutely. I can agree with you there. More low to the ground builds. Rampaging Raptor, when it hits, you can deal damage to a Planeswalker or a battle. Mix in Invasion of Ixalan, that sort of thing. No, 100%. That is a good point. Perhaps have some of the bigger, scarier dinos in the sideboard. Bring them in if and when I do face off against control, which perhaps this is it. Oh, spirits. So we're going to feature Prowling Superpart quite nicely. But yeah, start off more aggressive. Go a little bit slower in game 2 if it makes sense to do so. Of course, Mono Blue Spirits on the play with Curious Obsession probably means we're done for. Geistlight Snare for 1 is not fun. I've never played against spirits ever before. Pre-recorded, you could say. All is not lost. It may be, but I'll give it a valiant effort. Of course, I do start off with Shifting Ceratops. If we see it soon-ish, maybe good things will happen. At least I haven't put 2 Curious Obsessions on things. That's the... not a good time. Of course, being more aggressive would possibly do the trick against spirits. They got lots of little things, but The aggressive stuff I play would be bigger than what they play. And okay, I get the message. That's all right. Oh, I've been hoping there would be the matchup for this, and there is. Ooh, boy. Ancient Imperiosaur. Galta. T-Rex. Maybe one Thunderherd Migration. Yeah. Just because it isn't a creature and they could still counter that. And I got to trim space somewhere. Oh boy. Well, it's not a dino. I thought it was a dino myself. It could have been from Ikoria. Cat Snake Dino or something. It could have been from the time of dinos. Certainly seems like it might fit a dinosaur-themed plane. Kind of like a really weird saber-toothed tiger. Something like that. Alright. Here goes nothing. Yeah, no. Good memory. Oh boy. Oh boy. They're going to be crying. Oh, I like the looks of that. 2 Prowling Serpopards. Yes, please. We got the Thunderherd Migration, which we should be getting off. Of course, we're on the play. They're only going to have 1 land up. Possibly. I don't think they're going to be countering Thunderherd Migration with anything. Oh, this is going to get ugly. Oh, beautiful stuff. Yes, please. Let's go. Whew. It would be nice to see their hand. See all the counter spells they may have. Oh boy. This might be the match of the night. Oh, nuts. Were you thinking of countering something? Not today. Maybe they have removal for white, perhaps? Some sort of removal. They bounce it. They haven't played any creatures yet, which is good. Prowling Serpopard. Just keep playing the thing they see. Could have played Shifting Ceratops. Attacked with it. But of course there is always the possibility of Spell Queller. And I do have another Prowling Serpopard. I'd rather Spell Queller take out Prowling Serpopard and preserve Shifting Ceratops, which I can just constantly threaten with reach when I play it. Coming up here. Spell Queller? Yeah. Cross your fingers they don't have another one. I'm gonna... Oh, use that mountain. Use that mountain. Oh boy, hopefully. Oh! JDX, maybe you're a little bit bad luck there. Yeah. They just got lucky. Seeing basically the only things that could possibly save them. Well, we're done for now. Rough stuff. The algorithm is bringing me pain tonight, I must say. Rending Volley, of course, would be quite fantastic in this particular moment. But I don't have that. Gonna try for Marauding Raptor and hope they don't have a counter spell, and then go Prowling Serpopard and maybe make something happen. Phew. Okay. At least it's not a third Spell Queller. I was gonna look on the bright side. We're not quite dead yet. Mutavault could block, and they'd only deal 9 at the moment. Supreme Phantom would do us in, though. Maybe they have it. Oh, they got the Supreme Phantom, and they got... Well, that's okay. That's okay. How much time I got? When did I start? 9:45, I think. You know what? Let's make something aggressive. No, I'll make it afterwards. We'll stick to the deck I have tonight at the very least, and I was trying to remember to mention this. We see how an aggressive list, a more aggressive focus list would work better. Even though I feel the pain now, it's a good example of it, and you can compare, kind of have some perspective. Ooh, this and this and this, and all these situations certainly would have maybe been a little bit nicer. Ultra Haste Dinos coming up, yeah. I definitely like, I like that Samet list, yeah. Seems like Azorius control here, so we've gotten through the drudge of Rakdos and Mono Black. Of course, control on the play gets us. They'll likely counter whatever we do here with a sensor. I'll reveal Ancient Imperiosaur. I won't reveal the thing they could counter, although it seems like they don't have a counter for 2, which is nice. That Thunderherd migration happened pretty much instantly. Just in case they want to make me pay 2. Try for Hunt Master, which would lead to Carnage Tyrant Hasty next turn. Portable Hole, though, is pretty fantastic. Also, a Hasty Shifting is quite nice as well. We get Carnage Tyrant next turn. Also very good. Hopefully no Wandering Emperor, of course. Even if it's a sweeper, this guy's good. Oh, I jinx myself. I've never played against Azorius control in my life. Get one hit off with Carnage T. That'd feel pretty good. Should have made more coffee. So they made a samurai. We know they don't have a sweeper, which is quite nice indeed. They know potentially I'm playing Ancient Imperiosaur. Do I want to do that? Nah. I'll just go with Topiary. Get the stable ramp, make a bigger Ancient Imperiosaur maybe down the line, or just use Topiary itself to make it bigger. Attack with Topiary Stomper next turn, and that's going to feel pretty good. Play Ancient Imperiosaur after an attack with Topiary. Although I imagine they'll probably want to, excuse me, sweep us here. Hopefully they didn't get it. Farewell, Supreme Verdict. Teferi, they didn't get the sweeper. Oh, that is exciting stuff. Bouncing Topiary. Interesting. Huh. Well, I'll just straight up play this thing. Of course, 7 for a 6/6 Trample Ward 2 isn't the best in the world. I'll just keep hitting them. Interesting. Oh, well, they still don't have it. Good. Very good. Yeah, could be worse. They bounce those things, but I think they'll still be dead. Don't think they can do anything to Ancient Imperiosaur. They would have to have at least 4 mana at the minimum. That definitely gets them. Just in case, we'll play Shifting Ceratops on the off chance they do some sort of funny thing. I'll make sure. Even though I didn't think anything could happen, you never know with their 2 mana there. I think I'll keep it as is. Didn't see a whole lot of counter spells, but perhaps we'll be contending with that. There's a few more in the sideboard. Change the equation, of course, could be something we see. Countering a red or green spell with a mana value 6 or less, I believe. For 1 and a blue. Painful. This hand, though, looks pretty fantastic. Thunderherd to start, potentially. Of course, it's always nice to take down Azorius control when we're on the draw. I'm very happy that Thunderherd went off, although I don't think we'll get quite as lucky right here. Censor. Oh, still. Wow. That certainly is a nice change of pace. Perhaps the algorithm is being a little bit kinder to us, and they're not giving the opponent those counter spells, although maybe they just wanted to play that Omen of the Sea. They have a lot of enchantments, I guess, because it is Yorion. When it enters, they bounce permanents and redo those enter the battlefield effects. Yeah, Marauding and Topiary Stomper. I almost missed that. My goodness. I was just going to straight play Topiary. I don't think so. Possibly could get to 7 lands next turn if I drew a land plus Thunderherd Migration. But if Marauding Raptor's still sticking around, definitely I'm going to be trying for T-Rex. Oh boy, wow. They goofed up. They could have taken out Marauding and they missed their window. Beautiful. Of course, Wandering Emperor would come down, probably exile Marauding Raptor, so we're just going to bring the pain to them. You can't target it with anything. That's lovely stuff. Yeah, a 2/2 shark, probably blocking T-Rex, and oh, they still don't have a sweeper. I think if they did, they would have used the shark to maybe stop a bit of damage, or they just got it with the cycling of that. We'll see. Double Shifting Ceratops, Thunderherd, Regisaur, Wandering Emperor to deal with somebody, though. Hey, you know what? Thunderherd Migration. Reveal a Shifting, and then play it. Can't attack with it, but again, I may not have wanted to due to the Wandering Emperor. Can still just safely hit him with T-Rex here. Eventually. Maybe they have settled the wreckage, of course, but I don't think they do. Oh, still can't target it, even with the 5 mana that they have. It's quite fun seeing them be so helpless. Make a samurai. Got Shifting, Regis or Alpha waiting in the wings if they do get their sweeper next turn. It's still a very good position, I would think. Yeah, they could just sweep, kill him with Regisaur, the token potentially. Oh, they're going to basically take their turn off to get rid of that, which is not so good. Of course, with the bodies I have at the moment, they do have enough to save themselves, but not so much. Castle Garenbrig tapping for 6. I'm still left over with 1 red, which I use for Regis or Alpha. 3 for shifting. Boom. Get him. Did March of Otherworldly Light for 1 white, plus exiling a bunch of things, so possibly we still might not get it done, but I think we got a good chance here. Maximum aggression. And that's pretty good. Oh boy, hopefully no sweeper. Maybe. I figured March of Otherworldly Light would hit the token. They don't have to pay anything for X because the token has a mana value of 0, and we got him. Beautiful stuff. I mean, of course I can take down control pretty well, but as we've seen in the previous matches, a little bit painful with the little bit slower of a list that I'm using tonight. A good game, yes indeed. Hopefully that's a sign of things to come, maybe another Azorius control, maybe I get revenge on those dastardly spirits. Back-to-back spell quellers, Curious Obsessions. Very fantastic card advantage for that player. Always hard to come back from that. Maybe they have counter spells, or they just draw even more with all those extra cards. Yeah. Maybe Rending Volley has to be a thing, but we've seen 2 Rakdos Midrange, mono black, mono green. Not so much that Rending Volley would hit, even though it is fantastic, and Shifting Ceratops already can be pretty decent against spirits. Sometimes it is painful, but I'll give this one a go. Jingatha, the Wellspring. Potentially this is Rakdos Sacrifice, I think. That's my bet. Could be some kind of 5-color hodgepodge, but I think for the most part that is Kruga the Macro Sage with all those enchantments. Boros something? Huh. Boros Hammer Time, maybe. Boros Midrange. Oh. Boros. Yeah. Your guess is as good as mine. Do I want to use that white to maybe save Skrelv? Maybe we have some removal for it. Huh. Something different. Boss's Hammer. Oh, Boros Heroic. That's what it is. Okay. I was thinking that might be the case. So 10th District Legionnaire, whenever they cast spells that target their creature, good stuff happens. With the 10th District Legionnaire, that is a counter and scry, so it gets bigger, has haste. Very, very painful stuff there. Although sometimes they have interaction, for the most part, it's usually creatures. Stuff that targets their own creatures. So I think Gwenna could be safe. And she could be pretty fantastic coming up. Explosiveness next turn. I think there's a good chance she'll live. Of course, I don't really want to attack or block with Marauding Raptor. I'm not going to be blocking next turn. And Marauding Raptor might die. Although I think they'll gun for Gwenna if they have Reckless Rage, which of course is quite fantastic. Hopefully Gwenna survives at least a turn. Shifting for free next turn. Plus Regisaur, plus Topiary Stomper. Hopefully they're still a little bit starved in the mana department. Maybe it's just Defiant Strike, Defiant Strike. Okay, good stuff. One more. Phew. Okay. No Reckless Rage. Of course, a 5/6. A 6/5 isn't the most fun thing in the world. But we will still be dropping a lot of power coming up. Explosiveness. Oh my goodness. This is where Gwenna shines. Shifting free. Shifting free. Regisaur Alpha. Topiary Stomper. Oh, beautiful. That might be enough to get the job done. Oh my. This, I like this. Yes, please. Do I want to give Regisaur Alpha haste? Maybe. Do we have so much that it would get the job done? Well, what would I attack with? 10th District Legionnaire would block probably Gwenna. But I'd still deal a lot. Enough, I think. Skrelv has to block somebody. Although chances are they'll probably kill us next turn. I think it could be good. Boom. Got the job done. Yes. Oof. There's explosiveness for you. Yeah, just fortunately they stumbled a little bit with the lands. You gotta see the lovely potential of Gwenna. Man, I can't escape that. Even though it doesn't happen too often. Of course, I only have a single copy. When you're playing something like Shifting for free and making her bigger. Double Shifting plus Regisaur Alpha, playing 7 mana worth with 3 lands. Pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Although we haven't won yet. Certainly would be nice to have maybe a little bit more single target interaction, of course. Reckless Rage, as I imagine they have, that's going to be rough. Ripjaw Raptor feels pretty good. Possibly Flame Sweep. Could be very, very devastating indeed. If we can get it early enough and hit them. Before 10th District Legionnaire gets bigger, it does start off as a 2/2. Skrelv as well. A 1/1. Might be really good. It has been good in the past whenever I've faced it, but yeah, sometimes you just don't see it early. Their stuff gets too big, and it doesn't happen. But I think it's worth it in this case, at least. Ooh, that is very good stuff. Rotting Huntmaster, Ripjaw as well. Must say, I'm getting pretty excited. Probably for tomorrow's more aggressive, lower curve dinosaur list. Starting off with Ripjaw. A little bit of interaction, a little bit more haste. Bring the pain in a little bit better of a way to maybe the stuff that brought me pain tonight. A little bit better chance, at least. Now, hopefully, cross your fingers. Huntmaster lives. We get to go Marauding Raptor next turn for 1 red. Ripjaw for 2. Oh boy, not. Reckless Rage coming in hot. Yes. We're not dead yet. Though that favored hoplite is just going to keep getting bigger and bigger. Maybe we take out 10th District Legionnaire with the Flame Sweep, although not the case anymore. Getting a wee bit flooded at this point. Still nice to see Castle Garenbreak, though. God's willing, unfortunately. Well, I wouldn't have wanted to block with Marauding anyways, but protection from red, so we couldn't block 10th District Legionnaire anymore, and Favored Hoplite, of course, not blocking that. Good stuff. Could Ripjaw Raptor be some fantastic deterrent against what they're doing? Maybe. Of course, Reckless Rage would take it out, and I could see them doing that right now. Stack Maraudings, the Ripjaw. Gotta hold Marauding back though. It would be nice to hit him for 6, but we're at 6. That's pretty scary. Oof, back to back, and making the favorite hoplite an 8-6 is not a great time, I must say. 10th District Legionnaire doesn't seem like it's going to be attacking. If they had God's Willing, they'd definitely do that, I think. Save protection from green on the 10th District Legionnaire and only leaving Marauding Raptor as a boss. Oh, just killing us? Not quite, not quite. And we still get to block with Ripjaw, so that's pretty good. We're not dead yet. And Ripjaw next turn. Oh, that is going to be the bee's knees. Could have played Carnage Tyrant, but I want to draw 2 things. Oh, I love that turn of events. Man, that never gets old. I do miss it, I must say. The times when... Nah, we're at 2. I don't want to be attacking with Marauding Raptor. Okay, they got 3 things. They certainly could get the job done with that. Not quite so much with the Dreadhorde Arcanist. Another favorite hoplite. Well... Oh, the Flame Sweep to boot. That is nice indeed. Question becomes... Flame Sweep only takes out 1 creature, so... Carnage Tyrant it is. Alright. Here goes nothing. Just hope they don't have another Reckless Rage to take out Marauding Raptor. They have enough creatures at that point that they would get through enough damage, I think. And Dreadhorde Arcanist, of course, that's going to attack, so that probably is going to do us in. Recasting Reckless Rage. Hey, favorite hoplite doesn't have trample, so that's nice. Oh, they don't do anything. Interesting. And I still can go Flame Sweep. This is actually pretty good. I can go Carnage Tyrant plus Flame Sweep. Oh, even better. My, oh my. Question becomes, do I want to attack them this turn? Do a little bit of damage? I think so. I can afford... No, I can't. They've got an 8-9. What am I thinking? Well, wait a second. We'll see what happens this turn, but I would imagine Flame Sweep. I just hope they don't have a God's Willing. Maybe. Something instant speed for the favorite hoplite. Oh, they don't. They don't have something instant speed for it. Very good. It would have saved it in fantastic fashion. Can the favorite hoplite get trample, though? That's the question. Still doesn't have trample. Okay. Oh, okay, it does. Okay, never mind. That tends to do the trick. Now we almost kind of got the job done. All right. Let's see that early Flame Sweep. It did a little bit of work. I must say I was surprised it actually killed something since the game had gone on so long and stuff got big. It was nice that Carnage Tyrant scared away some of their aggression, but that favorite hoplite, man, an 8-9, well, bigger that turn, and with trample. Skrelv does some good stuff. Really should have just killed Skrelv before it was able to do its thing and make it so that I could only block with the Marauding Raptors. If they didn't have the Skrelv, and that would have been better for sure. Maybe they would have used Skrelv just as it was going to die, so that wouldn't matter really. That would wear off its ability once it actually came around to their turn again. I like the looks of that. Yes, yes please. Maybe not go Hunt Master, of course, if they get some nice little creatures out. Might want to wait at least a turn, just because, of course, it does die to the Flame Sweep there. We'll see if they play something small. I would be surprised if they didn't. Clever Lumimancer. Okay, well, I know what was Thunderherd Migration. Definitely. That's where I want to be. Good stuff. Let's see him barf a lot with the Clever Lumimancer, or play something for cheap. This is devastating. Oh, absolutely lovely. Now I could wait for a little bit more stuff. I could be greedy, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to give them a chance to save even one of their creatures. Okay, so it could have been good if I paused. Yeah, I just didn't want to do that. Double Hunt Master is nice. They're a little bit starved. Maybe they continue to be starved. Ugh. Ooh. Okay. Yeah. That's how she goes. Sometimes. Alright. Next one. At least another one here. It could be a really long match against Control, perhaps. Quite varied, even though with those early back-to-back Rakdos matches. Just never know what you're going to get. You never know how painful or how good it could be. Little Fabio. Huh. Mono white humans. That's my bet. Eventually. Oh, that's not gonna do it. Now. Oh, it got even worse. My goodness. Okay, hey, we got the thing. We got the thing. Yeah, I'll send the forest to the bottom. I was thinking of sending both Ancient Imperiosaurs, hoping for the fact that maybe I would draw a dino by turn 2. Oh, Gwenna. That's good. Gruul Vehicles, though, I expect. With Jengathi, yes, yes. Reckless Stormseeker. Bone Crusher, okay. I'll reveal Shifting Ceratops. It would be Gwenna plus Shifting, I would imagine. Unfortunately, they do get to flip that Invasion of Ixalan, though. Don't have any blockers, and they got the lovely Bone Crusher to... Oh, the Crowan War to boot. That's not going to be fun. Of course, Tybar's Stand is always nice to at least stop them from stealing a creature for a few turns, or just something that destroys an enchantment. That's probably going to be it for us. Yeah, Shifting Ceratops not doing much. They just steal whatever we play the next turn and done for. Huh? Ripjaw Raptor, absolutely. What I want to be doing. Ancient Imperiosaur, let's get rid of that. Galta as well. Sometimes Flame Sweep could be nice, but definitely Brotherhood's End. Something for 3 damage to each creature. Very nice against Gruul with the Belligerent Regisaur, of course. Bone Crusher Giant. Reckless Stormseeker. Lots of hits for that. Yes, Invasion of Ixalan is a dino. Haven't used it a whole lot. I'm going to revisit it eventually. But yeah. Pretty fantastic. 4/3 trample. Whenever you cast a spell, it gains indestructible until end of turn. So that is absolutely a fantastic fight target. Very good for Primal Might. Sink all available mana to make that bigger. You take out anything, you can fight Shieldred. You don't have to worry about losing the Belligerent Regisaur because it's got indestructible. And then you still freely get to attack in with this big trample. Doesn't matter who blocks, it's still not going to die because it's still indestructible. It is pretty fantastic. I haven't exactly done that mixture of stuff, but maybe that would be included with the more aggressive dinosaur list that I do maybe tomorrow. We'll see. It's hard to choose some nights, I must say. You know what, back to nature. I want the back to natures, actually. From 2 Hunt Masters. Yeah, that's always something I've wanted to try. I did Invasion of Ixalan for a few nights when it was released, but yeah, just not a whole lot. Just can't really escape my love for Carnage Tyrant, Tyrranax Rex, that sort of thing. Send the costliest thing to the bottom. At least I didn't have to mulligan a bunch. Still seems okay with the Topiary Stomper. Of course, if they wanted to steal it... Oh, Marauding Raptor to boot. Cross your fingers they don't have Obliterating Bolt. Yeah. Hopefully not. At least Ripjaw coming down next turn. Getting pinged, drawing a card. I like it. Oh? What's it gonna be? Oh, just another elf. So flames. Oh my. Oh, and I was even thinking, where's that flame sweep? I want to bring it in. Interesting. Well, at least I do have that back to nature. We're going to stop the Akroan War. If it does come down next turn, I think it might. Hopefully not. They definitely have all 4 copies. Oof, Sky Sovereign taking out Marauding Raptor. That's not so bad. We still got Ripjaw. You know what? Thunderherd Migration. We'll reveal Topiary Stomper. And we'll have 2 left over still for Back to Nature. Because I feel the Akroan War is in the works. Oh, they actually want to... that's good. Fine by me. I'll draw another card. Thank you. I like it. Play the Akroan War. You know you want to. The Ripjaw Raptor stays tapped, so they couldn't attack with it this turn. They don't have anything to give it haste or whatnot. Obliterating Bolt. Ripjaw Raptor is 5 toughness, so nicely out of range of the 4 damage from... Oh, they've got the sword. They can attach it to an elf. I guess that could be good. Maybe. Doesn't seem super good, though. Yeah. Hit us for 3. Not so bad. Maybe get some more lands this turn. But if it's just creatures or permanents or something, they don't have any mana left over to play with. Of course, Elvish Mystic can now block. Or crew Sky Sovereign. That's actually what I think is going to happen next turn. Interesting. Huh. Well, Topiary Stomper instead. Let's do that. We know that's what they're gonna do. Sky Sovereign trading with Ripjaw. Don't want that to happen. I still want to leave 2 up for that Back to Nature. Next turn I can go Regisaur and still have 2. I like it. They maybe were saving the Acroan War to steal Ripjaw to crew for the Sky Sovereign or something like that. It's got to be coming up soon. They're getting pretty close to a quarter of the way through their deck. Acroan War. Migloss, okay. Through the Sky Sovereign, slap Sword of Forging Frontier on that, even though I can't block it, because I can't block the Elvish Mystic either. This could be good. They may hit us for a bunch, but certainly we won't be dead. Okay, I like it. Would be nice to have some artifact destruction. I must say, of course, Brotherhood's End, that would definitely do the trick. Oh, chances are I'd probably want to actually hit the creatures instead. Okay. Regisaur Alpha plus shifting. Do I have a total of 9? Castle Garenbrig. Oh, wait, I do. What? Okay, hold on a sec. Castle Garenbrig, so 5 lands, including the castle, is 6. And I'm left over with 3. 6 plus 3, 9. Regisaur, shifting. I think I like that instead. Let's do it. Elvish Mystic would block. Well, I definitely like that instead. I'm definitely doing it. Maybe I don't attack just because it doesn't quite make sense. But I am still left with Topiary Stomper to block stuff next turn, which is also nice. Something blocks Ripjaw, that's lovely. Seems they keep pausing over stuff. Maybe they have something at instant speed fighting interaction, perhaps. Yeah, let's do that. I still have Topiary and Regisaur to block, so I think that's going to be pretty good. Droll Disco, how's it going? Hopefully all is well. Hey, that's alright, that's alright. Life certainly gets in the way. Life finds a way. If YouTube is important enough for you, but of course there's often even more important things outside of it. Definitely. But happy to hear from you again. Sky Sovereign can't do a whole lot. Of course it is tap, so crewing it doesn't do anything. We lose the 3/3, that's okay. Oh, interesting. Certainly would be nice if we could have given shifting trample. We would have had exactly lethal. Would that get the job done? Maybe they finally played their Acroan War. Sky Sovereign, the 3 damage, doesn't take out anybody, which is perfectly fine. Oh, 100%. Keep going. Keep up the dino action. Always room for improvement. Always room to lay the beat down, as it certainly seems I'm doing. Huh? Not a whole lot they can do to get out of this sticky situation. Wondering what they're thinking. Interesting. Hitting us for 6 is not going to do a whole lot. 9? Okay. Well, they don't have anything that deals 3 directly to our face. Oh, the Thrill Seeker. They can't do the Thrill Seeker. Oh, can they? I think they can play the land plus Thrill Seeker to sacrifice somebody. Ooh, painful. That's going to be it. I think. Actually, no, the copper line. Whatchamacallit enters tapped. Beautiful. Got him. Got him. Good game. Phew. Oh, I was worried. 10,000 subs. That is fantastic. Fantastic stuff. Really grown for you. Nice to see. Flame Sweep, though. Take out a bunch of elves, of course. We could see it. We got lucky that we didn't see the Acroan War, so certainly want to keep in Back to Nature to take it out. I think we'll definitely... Well, it'll definitely make an appearance. Yeah. Wow, 10,000. Lovely. I'll get there one day. Man, I was so worried until I realized Copperline Gorge, painful stuff. Any later than the first couple of turns. Entering tapped, not so fun. At least I did take them down. They didn't play the Acroan War. They didn't see the Back to Nature. So it could be a very fantastic surprise if they do drop it here. That's always painful when that happens. Especially when they've stolen Galta. That's happened a couple times in the past. Man, that's never fun. That usually does the trick. Huh? Sometimes I've had Tyvar stand or something to at least give hexproof and stop the steal, but it is still sticking around, and we eventually still have to attack with everything when we may not want to. Leave ourselves open for them to kill us on the following turn. That's good. That's good. About as good as can be. Of course, no Back to Nature, but turn 2 Marauding, turn 3 Ripjaw. Hopefully. Elf. Oh, creature. So Flame Sweep also could be pretty nice. Taking out at least all their 1/1s. It would turn off the aggression from Lovestruck Beast, which can't attack unless they do have a 1/1 creature. That's sometimes buys a little bit of time. Usually there's only a few Lovestruck Beasts, I think. For the most part, whenever I've looked at lists of Gruul Vehicles, I haven't seen the whole playset. Right. Okay, I was wondering if maybe they didn't get another land. They didn't play it super early. Oh, we took one from the dastardly human. Not really sure why they said oops. Odd. Maybe because they're going to kill whatever we play, unfortunately. Interesting. Yeah. Flame Sweep could have been nice to take out Voldaren Thrill Seeker, though. Hey, we got Ripjaw. That's where it's at. Beautiful stuff. Stumbling in the land department for them. Not so beautiful, but we get to apply a bit of pressure with it. Of course, there could be a good chance we lose Marauding, maybe to that Obliterating Bolt, or just to some creature. Voldaren Thrill Seeker not doing a whole lot to him, so it is just a straight up 1/1 at this point. They can pay 1 to sacrifice it to deal one, which isn't doing a whole lot. Oh, just keep playing Ripjaw. Keep getting that card draw. That's where it's at. I won't bother attacking quite yet. Of course, Lovestruck Beast would have nicely traded with Ripjaw Raptor there. The human would have traded with Marauding as well. Actually, I think it attacked. No, it didn't. Crone War. Still stumbling with the lands. I don't think Lovestruck Beast is attacking this turn. We double block, take it out, draw at least one card. Oh, interesting. Maybe they do want to attack with it. I'd happily block with 2 Ripjaws. Oh, okay. I was going to say, I'd be surprised there if that happened. Tyrranax Rex? I kind of like Tyrranax Rex. That is going to bring some of the most pain, I think. I say maximum aggression. 2 things will block T-Rex. We'll take 2 things out. I think that's what will happen. Might be Lovestruck and the Reckless Stormseeker. Still don't think they can kill us next turn, though. I don't think they want to take 12. Okay, I like that. A Crone War wouldn't be doing a whole lot for them. They can't steal T-Rex, and Ripjaw Raptor is still tapped, so that's okay. They can't be super aggressive because Tyrranax Rex might just finish them off anyways. Double Lovestruck Beast is pretty fantastic though. Oh, maybe they're going to try and get in with that. For 6. Lovestruck and the Reckless Stormseeker. Okay, okay. Let's see. Stomping Ground? Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Huntmaster for 2. Thunderherd for 2. Topiary for 2. We're already at 7. We get to 8. That's good. That's good. As much as possible. Take out 1 Lovestruck when both Lovestrucks will block Tyrranax Rex. We know that's going to happen. They wouldn't block with Lovestruck and the Stormseeker. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Oh, interesting. Well, still pretty good. We've got Huntmaster and Topiary Stomper to block some people. Okay. Lovestruck Beast is going to be pretty impactful and big and scary if they have another land in hand. Sacrificing it for 1. I definitely have to block. That's for sure. Shifting. Drive it home. Oh. Phew. Beautiful stuff. And almost right. Exactly at 2 hours. A little bit unfortunate from them. Stumbled in the lands. That's how it goes. Interesting I didn't see more Crone Wars though. I definitely dodged a bullet there. Big time. Alright. Droll Disco, anybody else watching right now later on? Hopefully you had as fantastic a time as I did, even though there was some bumpy moments at the very start. Always nice. Whether you're watching right now later on, take a bite out of that like button. Have a good rest of your time zone, whenever it is, wherever it is you are watching. And yes, see you next time. Peace.